Welcome everyone to Flow and Go. We are going to start on our backs today. So feel free to just find a comfortable reclined position. So that could be just a normal Shavasana where your legs are stretched out long, hands are at your sides. If it feels better today, maybe hands on belly or one on the heart and one on the belly. Just finding a position to come into your body and into your practice and into your space. So once you find that, go ahead and just get the wiggles out. Like roll a little bit from side to side on the back of your head, maybe roll the ankles, and then gently come into some stillness. You can have your eyes closed if that feels good, or you can keep the gaze just soft and not locked on anything. And take a moment to notice the natural breath. The in and out. Maybe the little bit of energy you feel in your body as you inhale. Maybe a little bit of ease as you exhale. And then begin to take control of your breath and deepen the breath. On your next inhale, find a full deep inhale in, fill all the way up. And as you exhale, open your mouth and let it go. Another deep inhale in, filling up, noticing the belly rise and the chest rise. And then open the mouth and let it go. This time, taking your deep inhale in, bringing awareness to that breath, how it feels in the body. And keeping your lips closed as you exhale out through your nose. Keep that rhythm going. Just a few more times, deeply inhaling and fully exhaling out through the nose. Noticing any feelings in the body or in the breath. And just checking in with them. Don't give them rhyme or reason. This week we're talking about Jiva Mukti, which is being liberated while being alive. And holy heavens, that is deep, right? I couldn't even tell you what that means for me. So as we practice today, I'm just going to ask two questions. For you, what would it mean to be fully liberated in your life? What would that look like? And what do you need to do to get there? Or what are you already doing? Pretty heady stuff for early in the morning, but just something to scan and notice. As you were thinking of that, did your breathing change? Did you find constriction at all? Did it not change? On your next inhale, gently extending the arms up overhead, pointing the toes, taking a full body stretch. And as you exhale, bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a hug. You can rock a little from side to side here for a moment. Or if it feels good, you can start to bring the forehead up to the knees, whatever is speaking to you. We're going to begin a little slowly today. So on your next exhale, go ahead and just drop your knees over to the left and open up your arms into a T for a gentle twist. You can keep your head, nose pointed up, or if you feel open for it, you can turn your nose to the right. No pressure either way. Your next inhale, gently bringing the knees back through center. And as you exhale, dropping them to the right. Same option, nose can go straight up or to the left. Keeping those steady, deep breaths throughout your practice. If you practice Ujjayi breath, you're more than welcome to layer it in. The next inhale, the knees and the nose come back up through center. And as you exhale, just give yourself one more little hug. We're gonna find happy baby. So kicking the feet up to the sky and reaching for the outsides of the feet or the ankles. Might feel a little bit different at the beginning of your practice than it does at the end of your practice. If you typically do this when you're rounding out the flow, maybe just scan that and notice it. Notice if your tailbone is pulling up off of the earth or if you can root it down in a little more. Another big inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and just bring the knees and the legs back together. We're going to wrap the right leg over the left and kind of kick your feet out to the sides, kind of like maybe like you're on your back but cow face with your legs, reaching towards your feet with your hands. See if you can gently start to pull the legs towards your body. This gives me a very deep stretch in the outside of the leg that's closest to my torso. So if you're experiencing that, be gentle. It's still very early, still waking up those hips. Next, inhale, gently releasing the feet, unwinding the legs, and then just taking the twist the opposite way. So left leg on top for me. Reaching for those feet, grabbing a hold, and then gently pulling the legs towards the torso. Again, noticing your breath here, noticing any changes if it's intense. Can you even out your exhale and your inhale? Next, inhale, undoing the legs, undoing the twist. Feel free to take another full body stretch here, letting all of that go. Fingers and toes in the opposite directions. And then finding a little ball. We're gently gonna just rock up and back on the spine as many times as you need to get all the way up and over, finding tabletop. So once you're there, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, engaging the core just enough, making sure the spine is flat and straight, going through a few rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, dropping the belly, gaze coming forward, pull the heart between the shoulders. Exhaling, pushing the earth away, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone, cat. Inhaling, finding cow, pulling the heart through the shoulder blades. Exhaling, rounding the spine, pushing the earth away, cat. Keep that going. Do 3 more with your breath, finding any extra movements that might feel good for you. So maybe rocking from side to side, barrel rolling the shoulders, maybe pushing yourself all the way back for a little child's pose. And then after your 3rd round, coming back to a neutral spine. We're gonna inhale, kick the right leg out behind us straight, like you're stepping on the wall behind you. Left arm is gonna go out in front of you, thumb pointed up to the sky. Engage your core here so you find a little spinal balance. Take a big inhale, lengthen in opposite directions. As you exhale, bring the knee to the elbow under the body, round the spine. 2 more. Inhale, get long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Last one, inhale, get long. Exhale, knee to elbow. This time, inhale, get long. As you exhale, bring the left hand back down under the left shoulder, cross the right leg behind the left, bringing the knee to the floor, and then start to sit your hips back towards your heels, finding this crossed leg child's pose variation. So as we work towards Badakonasana today, which is a deep hip opener forward fold, we're gonna start with pulling the legs in together. So think about squeezing those legs in. Next, inhale, gently push yourself back up, finding tabletop. So uncrossing the legs, making any adjustments you need. And then we'll do it again on the other side. So inhaling, extending that left leg out long behind you, flat foot. Right hand's gonna go in front of you, thumb pointed up. Engage the core here. Take a big inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, knee to elbow around the spine. Inhale, get long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, get long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Good. Inhale, get long. Exhale, the right hand comes to the floor. Left leg goes behind the right. Knees come down. Start to shift those hips back towards the heels, finding this fun child's pose variation. Really pushing back through your hands, squeezing those legs together. Your next inhale, gently pushing yourself back up, unwinding the legs, finding a full child's pose. So knees can go wide, big toes come together behind you, hips towards the heels, reaching the arms out long, forehead coming down to the mat. Finding that deep breath again, or your ujjayi breath. Coming back to the question of what would fully being liberated look like for you? What does that mean for you? If at any point throughout your practice today you feel so called to come back to this pose, you are free to do so. You need to catch your breath or just come back in. Always welcome to find child's pose. On our next inhale, gently pushing into our hands, lifting on up. We're going to tuck our toes, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Taking a few moments to walk your dog out, taking any movements that you need. So maybe that's pedaling the heels or the knees. Maybe that's bending the knees deeply and shooting the hips high, slowly straightening the legs. Maybe it's just rocking around a little bit before slowly finding some stillness. So pushing into the fingertips, the knuckle mounds in the hand, trying to drop the heels towards the earth while lifting the tailbone up. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. On your next inhale, starting to take baby steps all the way up to the top of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Feeling free to bend the knees deeply if you would like. Crown of the head is down towards the earth. Tailbone is up high. Option to take opposite elbows if that feels good. Maybe just let the arms dangle. You can shake the head no and shake the head yes. We're going to inhale, come up halfway, flat back, hands to shins. Really lengthen the spine. As you exhale, folding back over. Inhaling, reverse swan dive. So flat back, reach up, look all the way up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Grab the right wrist with the left hand. And as you exhale, gently bend over to the left. Keeping the weight in the right foot, getting long through that right side. Inhaling, coming back up through center, opposite clasp. And as you exhale, bending over to the right, lengthening the left side. Inhale, come back up through center. As you exhale, slight bend in the knees, forward fold. Inhaling, coming up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step the left foot back really far. Drop the left knee, untuck the toes. On the inhale, your hands come up, Anjaneyasana. Finding a low lunge here, thinking about your hips being parallel to the front side, short side of your mat, pulling that left hip forward gently. Big inhale, reach up. As you exhale, maybe dropping the hips forward towards that right heel, if you feel so called, to open up this front of the left hip. Another big inhale, reach up. As you exhale, left hand comes down to the mat, right hand stays high, take a little twist. As you inhale, think about lengthening the spine. Exhaling to twist. Go ahead and look down at that left hand. We're gonna kick our left foot out behind us. So we can inhale, step that right foot all the way back for an assisted side plank. Once you're there, lifting those hips high, right hand's gonna come overhead, make a little rainbow. pushing the hips forward in space. Another big breath in. As you exhale, right hand finds the mat, coming all the way to plank. Big inhale in your plank. As you exhale, come all the way down to the mat, untuck the toes. Inhaling up, baby cobra, pulling those elbows together. Exhaling, coming back down. Tucking the toes. On an inhale, pushing yourself up through tabletop, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, the left leg comes up and back. As you exhale, it steps between the hands, dropping the right knee, taking your time, untucking the toes, and then on an inhale, lifting the hands up, Anjaneyasana. Big breath in. Full breath out. Option to drop the hips down towards that left heel to open up the right hip. Another big breath in, reach up. As you exhale, that right hand's coming down to the inside of the left foot, left hand stays high, take the twist. Beautiful. Big breath in. Full breath out. Another inhale in here. As you exhale, the left hand, oh, no, it doesn't. The right foot kicks behind you. Left foot steps all the way back, finding your side plank, assisted side plank. That left hand goes overhead, reaching the left hips up, pushing the hips forward. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, finding full plank. Take an inhale in your plank. As you exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, and a full breath out. Inhale, gaze comes up to the thumbs. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling up halfway, flat back. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling, reverse swan dive. Keep the back flat, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we'll do that again a little faster. Inhale, sweep the hands up, grab the right wrist with the left hand. As you exhale, tip over to the left. Full round of breath here. Inhaling, coming back up through center, grabbing the left wrist. As you exhale, tipping over to the right. Inhaling, coming back up through center. Exhaling, slight bend in the knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Utkatasana, fold. Step the left foot back really far. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, hands come up, Anjaneyasana. Big breath in, reach up. As you exhale, left hand goes down, right hand stays high, take the twist. Big breath in. As you exhale, kick that left foot out behind you, step the right foot back, assisted side plank. Inhaling, that right hand's going overhead, lifting the hips up. Exhaling to stay. Your next inhale, finding plank pose. Staying for the exhale. Another big inhale. As you exhale, come all the way down. Inhaling, baby cobra. Exhaling, nose touches down. Inhale, push yourself up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, it steps between the hands, dropping the right knee, untucking the toes. Inhaling, Anjaneyasana. Exhaling to stay. Big breath in. As you exhale, right hand comes down, left hand stays high, take the twist. Another big inhale. As you exhale, kick that right leg out behind you, step the left leg back, assisted side plank. Left hand going overhead, lifting the hips high. Another big inhale. As you exhale, finding plank. Inhaling in your plank. As you exhale, shoot the hips high, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, gaze comes up to the thumbs. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, look up, reach up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. So increasing our warm up. We're gonna inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Step the left foot back really far. Keep the knee lifted unless you prefer to drop it. Square the hips. And then inhale, Crescent Lunge. Big breath in. Full breath out to settle. Strong left leg. Big bend in the right knee. Another big inhale. As you exhale, that left hand comes down to the earth. Right hand stays high. Take the twist. Full round of breath here. So we're still going towards side plank. It's your choice if you drop the left knee or keep it high. Look down at the left hand. On an inhale, step the right foot back to meet the left, side plank. Try to lift those hips. Another big breath in. As you exhale, find plank. Inhaling in plank. Exhaling, going through chaturanga or all the way down. Inhaling, finding baby cobra or up dog. Exhaling, finding downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, the left leg goes up and back. Exhale, it steps between the hands. Square the hips. Inhaling, Crescent Lunge. Always the option to drop that right knee if needed. Big breath in. Exhale to stay. One more inhale. As you exhale, the right hand goes down, left hand stays high. Take the twist. Big breath in. Exhaling, looking down at that right hand. As you inhale, step that right foot back. Side plank. Beautiful, good. Inhale in, lift those hips high. Exhale to stay. Inhale in. As you exhale, find your plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, chaturanga or all the way down. Inhaling up dog or baby cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Big breath in and a slow breath out. Your next inhale, gaze comes up to the thumbs. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling to halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, reverse swan dive all the way up, look up. This time as you exhale, fold right back over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step that left foot back. We're going through it one more time. Inhale, the hands come up, Crescent Lunge. Maybe you drop your knee this time. Maybe this is the first time you don't. It does not matter. It's your practice. Big breath in. As you exhale, left hand goes down, right hand stays high. Take the twist. Inhale, look down at that left hand. As you exhale, step the right foot back to meet the left, side plank. Big inhale. Exhale, finding full plank. Inhale in. Exhale, go through your flow, or you can just push back to downward facing dog. Inhaling, finding your up. Exhaling, downward dog if you went through the flow. Good. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, it steps between the hands. Square the hips. Inhale, the hands come up. Exhale to stay. One more breath in. As you exhale, that right hand's coming down to the mat, left hand stays high. Last side plank of the class, I promise. Looking down at the right hand, take a big inhale. As you exhale, step that left foot back, side plank. Beautiful, big breath in. As you exhale, find plank. Inhaling in, exhaling, going through your flow. Finding your up on your inhale. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Good, deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Another breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Stay in for one more breath. Inhale, gaze goes to the thumbs. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, rolling all the way up. Hands come up, gaze goes up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Coming into your Tadasana, I want to take a moment just to play with when you engage your glutes. So a couple of options. You can bring your hands to your glutes if you want. I notice it more when I bring my hands to my thighs. Stand up straight and just start to engage the glutes. So basically squeeze your butt cheeks together. Notice, however, what happens in your femurs and in your hips and in your knees when you do it. Ever so slightly, I don't know if you can notice it more when I turn to the side, ever so slightly, you might notice like an outward rotation with the knees and the hips, okay? This will come in handy later when we get to Badakonasana, but you can also play with that in some of the poses we're gonna go through. Free to, yogi's choice, free to choose your path if you wanna add in on the poses by engaging those glutes, or if you're just like, my bum don't want none, that's totally fine. Finding your way back into your Tadasana, take a moment, maybe roll the shoulders up by your ears and down your back, palms will face forward. Beginning into our flow today, take a deep breath in, hands come high. As you exhale, bend the knees, drop the hips down, find Utkatasana, chair pose. Deep breath in, full breath out. Start to put the weight in your right foot, and then gently start to lift your left foot up. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, step that left foot back really far, find your crescent lunge. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale to stay. Make sure you've got a firm foundation with that right foot. You're gonna inhale, straighten the right leg, cactus the arms, pull the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, crescent. Inhale, come up, cactus the arms. Exhale, crescent. Last one. Inhale, come up. Exhale, crescent. When you inhale, maybe look up and start to reach up, little back bend. Exhale to stay. One more inhale. As you exhale, that left hand's coming down to the mat, right hand up, take the twist. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, see if maybe you can twist a little more. Maybe that right hand comes behind you. Big breath in. As you exhale, right hand comes down to the floor. We're gonna push into the right foot, lift the left leg, standing splits. So kicking that left heel high, maybe playing with our balance here, maybe not. Maybe you grab one hand to the right ankle, maybe both. Another big inhale. If your hands aren't both on the floor, bring them back as you exhale. So we're gonna inhale, kick that left leg high. As you exhale, left knee comes behind right, little curtsy tap, squeeze those thighs together. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, curtsy, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, lift the leg up, and then exhale, bend the right knee, step the left foot back really far, set up for warrior 2 feet. Inhaling to windmill the arms up. I notice when I do this transition, I have to readjust. So if you find that as well, that's beautiful. If you don't, also beautiful. Finding your way into your warrior 2. You can see the big toe on your right foot. Big breath in. Full breath out. We're gonna inhale, straighten the right leg, right arm goes up, left hand down, sky archer. Really reaching back with that right hand, getting a big side stretch. Another breath in. As you exhale, bringing the hands together in prayer, we're gonna slightly turn that left heel in, start to bend the left knee and sit down towards that left heel, Skandasana. Deep breath in, toes on the right foot are pointed up. You should feel a little stretch on the inside of that right leg. Next, inhale, gently walking yourself towards the front of the mat. Skandasana on the right side. So big bend on the right knee, left toes are up towards the sky. Your right heel may lift and maybe all the way down. Wherever it's at today is beautiful. Take another big breath in. As you exhale, hands to the mat, start to turn towards the front of the mat. We're gonna step that left foot up about 2 feet. If you have your block here, go ahead and put it in front of your right foot. Come up halfway, have a flat back. As you exhale, start to fold over the right leg, finding pyramid pose. Taking as deep of a breath in as you can in this fold. Exhaling, letting it go. Thinking about the hips being parallel and not swaying out to the right. Another breath in, and a full breath out. If you have your prop, block, whatever you have, setting it in front of the right foot out just a little bit, setting up for half moon. We're gonna start to bend the right knee, hand to the block or the floor, lift the left leg up behind you, big toe points out, left hand will rise with it, finding half moon. Keep the left leg flexed like you're stepping on the wall behind you. Take another big inhale. As you exhale, gently bend that right leg. Left foot's gonna step all the way back again. Hands are coming to the inside of the right foot for lizard. Deep breath in, full breath out. You can rock up and back a little bit in this if you'd like. Kind of feels good on the left ankle. One more round of breath here. Your next inhale, pushing into your hands, trying to sweep that right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Option to go through your flow here. So we're gonna inhale, push up to your plank. As you exhale, chaturanga or all the way down. Inhaling up, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling, rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. 2 rounds of breath. Inhale, gaze comes up to the thumbs. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Other side. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, bend the knees, drop the hips, chair pose. Full breath in, and that slow breath out. Starting to put the weight in your left foot. We're gonna lift the right one, take an inhale. As you exhale, step the right foot back, find crescent lunge. Nice, take a deep breath in. Feel the strength in your legs. Exhale to stay. Flowing, we're gonna inhale, straighten that left leg, cactus the arms. Exhale, crescent. Inhale, come up. Exhale, crescent. Inhale, come up. Exhale, crescent. Good. Take an inhale. Look up, reach up, maybe a back bend. Exhale to stay. Another big inhale. As you exhale, that right hand comes down, left hand stays high. Take the twist. Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, frame the left foot, kicking off of the right leg, straightening the left leg, finding standing splits on the left side. Crown of the head is down towards the floor, lifting that right heel up. Maybe playing with your balance by grabbing the ankle. Mine is wobbly today. Just seeing where yours is at. Another inhale. As you exhale, right knee behind left, little curtsy tap, squeeze those thighs. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, the leg lifts. Exhale, curtsy. Good. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, we're stepping it all the way back, finding warrior 2 feet. Inhaling, windmilling up. Exhaling to make any adjustments you need. And then coming into stillness. Bringing your awareness to that right hand, making sure it's not somewhere weird out in space, but it's level with the right shoulder. Almost there. Inhaling in, straightening that left leg, left hand goes up, sky archer. Another big inhale. As you exhale, hands find prayer, heart center. Turning that right heel in, Bending the right knee, dropping the hips down towards the right heel. Skandasana on the right side. Next, inhale, gently walking towards the front of the mat or the left heel. Right toes pop up. Skandasana on the left. Good, hands coming down to the mat. Inhaling and turning to the left towards the front of the mat, framing the left foot. Step the right foot up about 3 feet, using your block if you need to straighten the spine. And then when you're ready, exhaling, folding over that left leg, pyramid pose. Seeing if you can drop the crown of your head down towards the earth a little more while keeping the hips parallel. We're gonna inhale, come up just a little bit so you can move your block or prop if you need it. Going into half moon, bend in the left knee so you can shift your weight into the left foot, kick the right foot up off of the floor, toes point out, right hand will come with it, half moon. Ooh, big breath in. Full breath out. All right, one more inhale. As you exhale, bend the left knee, hands come to the inside of the left foot, right foot steps all the way back, finding lizard. Might have to heel toe that left foot out to the side. Just a couple of breaths here, maybe rocking up and back on that right ball of your foot. Another round of breath. Pushing into the hands. We're gonna inhale, step that left foot back to meet the right. Exhale, find downward facing dog. 2 rounds of breath. Next, inhale, the gaze comes up to the thumbs. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling in, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Using your freedom to take whatever variations you need throughout this time through. I'm going to add on little modifications if you'd like to take them, or if you want to take the original flow, feel free. So for this, we'll go ahead and take a deep breath in, full breath out. Inhale, sweep the hands up, look up. Exhale, drop the knees, bend the knees, drop the hips, chair pose. Big breath in, full breath out. So option to stay in chair or to start to put the weight in your right foot, lift that left foot up and over the right leg, finding eagle legs here, squeezing those thighs together, trying to bring that left foot towards your right shin. If you're there, undoing the twist, take an inhale. As you exhale, step back, crescent lunge. Deep breath in, full breath out. Flowing through this, we're gonna inhale, straighten the leg, cactus arms. Exhale, crescent. Like you're moving through butter. Inhaling slowly up. Exhaling, crescent. Last one, inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, crescent, good. Take a big breath in, reach up, look up. Exhale, left hand comes to the inside of the right foot, right hand lifts high, take the twist. Full round of breath here. Big inhale. As you exhale, frame the right foot. Inhale, kick off of the left leg, standing splits. 1 round of breath. Inhale, kick that left leg up high. Exhale, curtsy tap. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, curtsy, squeeze those thighs together. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Last one, exhale, curtsy, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, finding warrior 2 feet. Taking your time as you need to windmill the arms up. Maybe you need to adjust the feet. That is fine. Big breath in, full breath out. Inhale, straighten the right leg, right hand goes up. Left hand can wrap around the back, reaching back. Sky Archer. Inhaling, team the arms. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Turn that left heel in, bend the left knee, finding Skandasana on the left side. Option to take this left hand, outside of the left foot and lift the right hand up or behind the back. If you have the bind, undoing it. Inhaling, shifting towards the right heel, bending the right knee, left toes come up. Same options, keeping the hands at heart center. Maybe the right hand goes out, left hand up. We're taking the twist with the arm. If you have the bind, undoing it. Bringing the hands down to the mat, lifting up, turning to the right towards the front of the mat, frame the right foot, step the left foot up for pyramid, squaring the hips. On your exhale, folding over the right leg. So options here you could take, you could stay here. You could wrap your hands back behind that left thigh for some balance play. Or if you'd like, you can use your block under the left hand, lift the right hand up to take the twisted pyramid. It's up to you. You are free to play as you would like. Making your way back to pyramid. We're gonna inhale, come up, set up any props for half moon. Bending the right knee, kicking the left leg up to the sky or hip level, binding half moon. Option to take the bind here by bending the left knee, reaching back for the left foot with your right hand. And then opening that up. Another big inhale, releasing the bind if you have it. As you exhale, hands coming down to the inside of the right foot, left leg goes back, lizard. Full breath in, and full breath out. Pushing into the hands as you inhale, sweep that right leg back, find plank. Staying in your plank. Another big inhale. As you exhale, going through your flow or pushing back to downward facing dog. Everybody meeting in down dog. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Inhaling, looking up at the thumbs. Exhaling, traveling to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, drop the hips, chair pose. So option to stay in your chair or start to put the weight in the left foot and wrap that right leg around the left. Interesting little eagle variation, squeezing those thighs towards each other. Big breath in. Undoing the bind. As you exhale, stepping that right foot back, crescent lunge. Full breath here. And then flowing. So inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, crescent. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, crescent. Last one. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, crescent. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, right hand comes down, take the twist. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, frame the left foot. Kick off of the right leg, standing splits on the left side. One round of breath. Inhale, kick that right leg up. Exhale, curtsy tap, squeeze the thighs. Inhale, it comes up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, it comes up. Exhale, squeeze. Good. We're gonna inhale, sweep that right leg up. Exhale, finding warrior 2 feet. It's taking your time. When you're ready, windmilling the arms up, warrior 2. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Left hand goes up. Right arm can wrap around the back, reaching back, sky archer. Inhaling to tee the arms. Exhaling, hands come to heart center. Turn that right heel in. Bending the right knee, sitting the hips down towards the right heel. Skandasana on the right. Same options as before. Maybe you're reaching around that right knee with your right hand and reaching back for it with your left. Maybe you're just hanging out down here. Undoing the bind if you have it. We're gonna inhale, shift our weight to the left, right toes pop up. Last Tadasana on the left side. Taking whichever variation works for you. Undoing the bind if you have it, hands are gonna come to the earth. Gently lifting your hips up, turning towards the left. Frame that left foot, step the right foot up, just enough for pyramid pose. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, finding your variation that you're taking. Maybe you do something different than you did on the other side. Maybe you stay exactly as you are. If you have a bind or are in a twist coming out, framing that right foot, setting up for half moon on the left side, finding your prop where it needs to be. Bend in the left knee, go ahead and kick the right foot up, half moon on the opposite side. So again, option to stay where you're at, or if you want to play, maybe bending that right knee and reaching back for the foot with your right hand, kicking it out. Totally up to you. If you have the bind, releasing it. Your next exhale, bending the left knee, coming into lizard on the left side. So hands on the inside of that left foot. Right leg is back. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhaling, pushing into the hands. As you exhale, swing that left foot back to meet the right. Lift the hips high, finding downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. On your next inhale, go ahead and drop to your knees. You can open them wide. Toes kissing behind you, finding child's pose. So coming back to that breath that you had when you started. Taking control again of your exhales. Slowing your inhales. Letting that flow go as we transition into a few more hip openers. Prepping the body for our peak pose. Your next inhale, we're just gently going to push into our hands. Find your way back to downward facing dog. So setting up for pigeon on the right side, we're going to go at it a little bit slower today. So inhale, sweep the right leg up behind you. As you exhale, bring that right knee to the right elbow. Drop the left ankle behind, or right ankle behind the left wrist, and start to scoot that left foot back. So just playing in our pigeons today, we tend to just like fall right into it, right? Take a moment just to check out your hips and maybe start to like engage the glutes like you did before and see what happens. I kind of notice when I engage that right hip pulls back a little bit more and I can get a little deeper in the left hip. You have the options to stay up high if this is speaking to you today or serving you more in your hips. Or take an inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, start to fold over that right leg, coming all the way down. Maybe your forehead comes all the way to the earth. If you're in either variation, it doesn't matter. Just take a moment to scan your body and see if there's anything like holding in tension. Sometimes it's the jaw. Sometimes it's that little spot between your eyebrows that's furrowing. As you exhale, see if you can release that. Free up space there. Just a few more breaths in whichever variation you're taking. See if you can come back into the body and just focus on the breath. On your next inhale, bringing the hands back under the shoulders if you're folded forward. If you're sitting up, we'll all make our way there. We're going to tuck our left toes. You might have to like shimmy your hips forward a little bit here. Keep the left toes tucked, lift the left knee. You're gonna push into your hands. Try to lift that right leg off of the floor and swing it back behind you for three-leg dog. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the right knee. Open the right knee up towards the sky. That left heel is going towards your left glute. Big breath in. As you exhale, finding downward facing dog. One round of breath here. Okay. Inhaling, sweeping the left leg up behind you. Exhaling, left knee to left elbow, dropping the leg down in front of you. Heel toeing that right leg back. And again, taking some time on this side because it is a different side to play and see what feels best. So maybe engaging that glute. Sometimes I notice that I can't engage this side as much as I can the other. If that's your experience, you are not alone. So taking any adjustments, making your choice to either stay up tall with a long spine, or as you exhale, folding over that left leg, bringing everything down to the mat. Releasing anything that's holding tight. Try to exhale free space into that area of your body. Just a few more breaths here. Trying to come back in. Bring the hands back under the shoulders. On an inhale, gently pushing yourself up if you're not already lifted. Tucking those right toes and maybe shifting forward if needed to keep that right knee lifted. Pushing into the hands on an inhale, lift the left leg, sweep it up and back, three-leg dog. Take another breath in. As you exhale, bend the left knee, that left heel going towards your right glute. Opening the knee up towards the sky. Inhaling, straightening the leg. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and a full breath out. Go ahead and bend the knees, come on down to your sit bones. So, Badakonasana, we do fairly often, can have different experiences for different people. So, if you have your block or prop, feel free to have it close to you. You're going to have your knee or your feet kissing in front of you and your knees spread out wide. First thing to play with is how close or how far away your heels are to your body. So if you're wanting a much more intense hip and groin stretch, bring the heels closer. If you're looking for a deeper fold, perhaps scoot the heels away. If Badakonasana is super easy for you and you can just like flop right on down, I'm going to challenge you to put a block under your heels to lift those feet up and then fold forward. It's going to really get into the hips. Either option you're choosing, before we go into it, just take a moment and think back to when we were standing up and we were engaging our glutes. Try to do that same engagement sitting down and notice the ever so subtle drop of the knees when you do that. Go ahead and try to keep that engagement. As you inhale, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, slowly let it go start to fold forward. If you're not using your block under your heels, there's an option to set it in front of the feet, and maybe you have to angle it to bring your head down. Trying to keep the spine long though, so if you have to round your back to do that, maybe back off. And this is another one of those poses where I noticed tension in different areas of my body. So maybe checking in with your jaw or checking in with your shoulders, that forehead. Your next inhale, gently sitting yourself up all the way with a straight spine. Bringing the knees together, feet on the earth. We're just gently going to roll all the way back onto our back. Taking a single round of bridge, just placing the heels close to the sit bones. Hands can be on the earth. This doesn't have to be very intense. You're just gonna inhale, push into the feet, lift the hips up, engaging the glutes. Exhaling to stay. One more inhale in. As you exhale, coming all the way down. Take an inhale, extend the legs out long, arms go overhead. Exhale, give yourself a little hug. You can rock a little bit from side to side for a moment. And then we'll just gently make our way to our final pose, Shavasana. So extending the left leg out to the left corner of the mat, the right leg out to the right corner. The shoulders coming under the body, palms facing up at your sides. Gently closing the eyes and letting go of your practice. Letting go over control of your breath. Letting go of the idea that you need to control your thoughts as they come in. They will. Try to just see if they can float away as easily as they came. Bringing some movement back to the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe rolling the ankles and the wrists, or turning the head from one side to the other as you slowly start to let that movement increase. Rolling over your favorite side, gently pushing yourself up, finding a comfortable seat. We'll stack the shoulders over the hips and find a long spine. I like to end every practice together with a breath as a community. So on your next exhale, just release all of the air out. Take a deep inhale in, slowly fill up. Open your mouth and let it go. Bring the hands together in prayer at heart center, the thumbs gently pressing into the heart. A slight bow of the head is a symbol of gratitude. Gratitude for yourself for making it to your practice, and gratitude to this community that we can share it all together. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and allowing me to share my practice with you. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free. Raising the thumbs to the third eye center, bowing forward. Namaste.